Well, hello Rockhounds. I would like to welcome you in my second video. I have to say that I'm very pleased with my first video because I just hit 35 views. So I'm in process of making t-shirts and hoodies with my logo on it. Of course, that's a joke. But thanks for watching. Today is February 21st, I believe, and lots of snow everywhere. Probably whoever is watching may be probably Ontario resident, so I'm sure you have enough of this white stuff, but it will melt and April will come and we all gonna go up north. I would like to introduce today a video that a series of videos that I made last summer, and I learned a few things watching back on YouTube those videos that I made. First of all, that I used phone wrong way, upright instead of horizontally, which I'm doing right now, because this way you can fill the screen on your computer or whichever screen you're watching the video on afterwards. And second of all, that video cannot be too long, so I don't want to make this one very long. And also I noticed that whenever I was planning to explain what I can find in the field, for example, this video today is going to be about Beryl Pit and Smart Mine, which is kind of two locations you can hit in one day. I will explain that later in the video, but usually what happens is when you find some samples, they need to be trimmed or cleaned, and you don't really see much of what you find that day, only if you find something spectacular. But anyway, I would like to start this video with showing you what you can find in Beryl Pit and Smart Mine, and what I found that day also. So without further ado, I have a few samples here, so I would like to show you with my switching to a different direction. So first of all, when you go to Beryl Pit, which is in Quadeville, you can find very nice tourmalines. This is just a section of a tourmaline. Obviously you can imagine how big the crystal was when it was unbroken. The problem is that place is always they explode the rock to get to the minerals, and usually everything is shattered. But this is very interesting mineral that you can find, a black tourmaline, which is called schorl. It's very hard for me to say that. Schorl. The one I found that day on summertime is the oxenite. This I'm very happy about because this is the one that has rare earths. So you can see this is the end of the crystal, double layered crystal. And somewhere in my boxes I still have like a V-twin of that mineral is in a crystal form, which is so exciting for me to find. But as I mentioned earlier, I like them in a matrix like this. Also, Beryl Pit is known for amazonite, as this one. This is just a mass of it mixed up with feldspar. I have better pieces, just green. But again, just want to let you know what you can find, whatever interests you. And of course, beryl. This is a little bit of green into it. And again, the price is if you find crystal full and long. This is another section of beryl. And so since I'm talking about it, this beryl I found several years back, but you can see the size of it. And this one is almost full length. Of course it's not a green, it's more like a rusty type of. So anyway, this is just to explain to you what you can look for in Beryl Pit. The video will show how to get there and how to pay for permit. And same day, in the summer, which will be mentioned in the video, I went to Smart Mine. And this is also a very nice spine of tourmaline, which is intact. which is hard to find from Beryl Pit in the matrix. Smart Mine was the second place I went that day. Of course, everybody goes there to find a good titanite. This is a little cluster of feldspar that I found that day. This is very interesting. I really like this one, this titanite, because it's super lustrous and it's really stuck in the matrix and really looks like a from another planet rock. It's leached a little bit, but the shine is so original and so there. I didn't do nothing to it, it just shines like this. And I found it in the Rebel, you know, after miners left heaps of soil from the trenches. I really want to find nice this is another titanite we found that summer. This one is on apatite, and apatite is terminated. It's very stubby. It's a little broken here, but again, what interests me is the presentation, how much things are happening in a example, and I prefer to collect things, display things that I collect myself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I see you next time. Guys, I have to do this video because I'm on my way to next place. I'm in a little place called Shut, S-H-U-T, I believe. This is a place when you enter into a valley, and this morning, since it's a little cooler at night, all this fog is trapped in this depression of the terrain, and the sunrise is spectacular again. It's so mesmerizing. You can see the rays coming through the branches, and it's just moments like this that make you trip, eh? Today I'm heading to a place called Smart Mine, which is another 30 minutes from here. That's the second day of my trip, August 7 and 8. So I left Bancroft this morning, went all the way through McCartan Mills to continue with Highway 514, got to Highway 515, and we go to page 59. Then I took just a little bit here, 515, all the way to Highway, I believe it's 512, and arrive to area of Lake Clear. Take one of the roads here, Whitaker Road. This goes all the way somewhere in this area, about 2,500 meters. That's where the mine's gonna be. I'm already here actually. This is the reference book from famous Anne Sabina, which many guys refer to with her localities. So that's the Smart Mine, that's the Lost Mine, and that's the famous Turtle Island, which famous massive crystals were end up in the museums. The island is off limits. Wish we could get there one day. So this is the books. The preparation is the key. Do all your homework at home, so don't waste time looking for places. This is what my wife got me on my anniversary this March. These are Ontario Department of Mines and Northern Affairs. Hardcore information about all mining activity, including map. excellent quality maps. So that's not only one book, I got probably 50 of those books of different areas. This one talks North Bay area. I just had it in the truck to show you. Anyway, key these days with GPS and Googles and whatnot, you can find all information you want about old abandoned mines. So I arrived here. This is area we can park. I mentioned that you can come here with a car, but maybe it's a little rocky. So with the truck it's a little easier. So the mine, the one I know of, is that way. I'm gonna go there maybe later, but first I want to find the mine that this says that way, about 600 yards. So you see, you can find it. And when it comes to accommodation, I usually sleep in a tent. I have all my camping gear on the truck anyway, including my kitchen stuff. So when you're in a remote area, it's good to have your food with you. You know, some craft dinner, tea, canned food. Because sometimes it's very hard to find Tim Hortons or anything else. Beautiful, beautiful place. Hello guys again. I forgot to do some more extensive video about Smart Mine. All I'm gonna show you is what I found in Smart Mine. But fast forward, I'm already in a different location. It's 12 o'clock on Saturday. This is, for those of you who are rockhounds, maybe already very recognizable place. Now we're back home towards Bancroft. You pass through Quadaville, and here I am in Quadaville. I just stopped here on the way back towards Toronto to pick up a few items that I was missing in my collection. One of them would be columbite, the black stuff here. There is lots of tourmaline, beryl. I just got here, so I will show you what I find on the end of this video. $10 to get here. You better pay it because the owners often check and leave it on the car, a dash of your car. So in, in the Beryl Pit, you are presented with the frame with glass and specimens of minerals you can find here. These are the most common that you can find here. You can find probably a lot more than on those 10. In my experience, other than being in a pit when you need chisel and hammer, a very good way of sifting through the material is using rake, little garden rake which you can buy in Dollarama. For example, you can just sift through gravels. Right away you can find smokies and quartzes and perhaps amazonites like this one here. Let me just wet it. See, amazonites are very harder to find in a very hot and bright sun. They're great in a rainy day. On the other hand, on a very sunny day, the Barysterite jumps at you. I don't have it here right now, but radiations of Barysterite jumps at you very quickly. So a tool like this is great for this location. These are heaps of material which is turned over ever so often by the owners of the mine. I'm going to be getting out of here because it's super hot, and I found things that I really wanted to find. So this is the way out, and a few things that I really wanted to find. I'll show you some other time, but one of them is nice beryl. You can see it, and some other stuff in this cup. I'll show you in a minute. So that's the way from Quadaville. There is a parking spot in about 2 kilometers away from the store where you get your permit, and then there's entrance to the mine. And remember to put your permit in the car. And I'm just leaving. I kind of forgot to tell you how to get here. The permit you purchase in the center of the town gas station, by gas station. Now I'm leaving Quadraville mine, so this is a little recount of what I picked up. I've been here many times, so I have quite a few things collection. This is prism of Beryl. I just like it because it actually has a greenish color, which is kind of good because usually it's brown. You can find barrels that look like this, a kind of brownish rusty color. It's just a specimen. And this is pretty big for today. Now I also have a short prism of tourmaline. It's broken, but you can recognize tourmaline by its striations along the prism of the crystal. This tourmaline is very interesting because the way it crystallizes almost creates like a squarish steps inwards. Almost reminds me of bismuth crystallization. This is why I picked it up, because it's kind of neat angles of crystals in relation to themselves. This is the cross section of tourmaline. The black tourmaline is called Squirrel, one of those names. It's hard to remember. Again, there's striations on the side, and of course crystal would be my length of my finger, but would be encased in some kind of mother rock like this one. This is some smoky, which needs to be cleaned. This is columbite. This is what I came to see, actually, mostly the rare earth minerals. And this one, there's few peristerites I have, but they never cooperate to, maybe this one does, to show you the color. On a certain angle catches the light such way that you can see purple. I don't know if you can see it. And there are some amazonites, which again, they're easier to find when it's wet after rain. So all you do is put some saliva and you can see it's green. Anyway, because I have quite a few of those at home, I didn't really concentrate on bringing a lot of stuff. I want to bring something that is unusual. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I have my packet find of the day for me. I think it's a allanite. Has well-defined walls. Could be oxenite. Just one kind of pencil, and there's like a twin almost growing from the same area. I think it's allanite because it's very greenish, and it has different crystal habit than beryl. And one more thing, and just a smoky. So that's it from Quadraville. It's very nice mine. It's lots of stuff to pick. If you bring kids, they will find handfuls and pocketfuls of quartzes. But if you're more knowledgeable and want to find something for your collections, take your time. You're paying $10, may as well enjoy a whole half a day or until you're satisfied.